for what Annie does with the pick, but into Nico, I think you're going to have very little agency.
All right.
Well,
the Jungle Jacks.
Jungle Jacks.
Or the Jungle Malphite.
I think it's definitely going to be Jungle Jacks. But, I mean, we've been wrong today once already, so we'll see what happens here. As
what is it with our junglers and taking random stuff into the jungle?
So the Jax into Kha'Zix is really interesting.
Oh no, the amount of
her poke is insane. Her all-in potential, especially with the Kha'Zix, is insane. So needs to be respected here by Faker.
It certainly is. And it was about, what, how many days ago was it? It was 6 days ago that you and I casted a Nico just solo. I think it might have even been an Annie. Just solo killed her, just straight up. It was real scary. She is a dangerous champion. Let's jump into the rift, see what she can do. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, we are definitely on the T1 side of LoL Park, but I think that I can hazard a guess and say that they won the fan chant battle. That's pretty nutty. Okay, well, Faker is going to take a little bit of damage here as the Blooming Burst flies forward. And Delight going to ebb and flow. Similar vibes on those two abilities.
Yeah.
Kind of like that. A lot of synergy here built up.
He also
GENG early.
was fake Nami as well, so he made it look like Nami was shooting it.
Hey, there we go.
So he's putting it out thematically. And there's going to be a comment here for Chovy as expected to try to get some additional poke down in this lane.
Yep. I think it was Faker that was experimenting with First Strike Nico as Gumushi Carrier just continuing to push in over and over again, and the Jax lurking on the bottom side makes a lot of sense. Zeus is being left out to the Wolves just a little bit, but you can see the Doran hasn't really put on the pressure that much. Oner going to utilize the fact that they do have such control of the bottom lane that he can take this Drake without too much of a contest. Okay, that's an unstoppable force. He's dead. All right. Okay, Zeus.
Gotta flash those if you see the level 6 hit, and he's a little bit slow on it.
Yeah, you also gotta smite those, because they're dragons. But Peanut is just gonna wait for the leap cooldown before he tries to get out of this one. Does eventually flash, as Chovy turns into him. Oh, just to confuse everyone. And that'll do it. Speaking of doing it, Paze is in a heck of a lot of trouble. He does cleanse, there's the flash, and oh my goodness, that's why you drink your potions as Peanut. He's making his way around. Doesn't have the movement speed though. Even with Nami's help, I don't think he was going to be able to catch up to Gumushi, who is going to need a warm hug or two. But he'll be A-OK. 179 on those stacks. Would actually really love to cash some of those in for that early one, but we'll see how it does go.
Here allows Paze to actually stick around, and they have small minion
How
advantage.
many Kha'Zixes are there?
Yeah, there's a lot. But ultimately not going to lead to a heavy commitment. I say that. They're going to come back in.
Yeah, and he goes. Gumushi's well and truly dead. That is going to be the second kill of the game there. This time going to GENG Carrier. Not exactly happy by the campfire right now. Nicely played there by GENG.
Yeah, just really we'll actually get away with this.
Yeah, they know exactly what's going on. Peanut is going to take his blue buff before he heads on over. Zeus, with the inside track and also with the added power, is going to come in. Oh, is he going to heist it again? No, he's not. Not quite able to get over there. And the W not really going to do too much. So they're down by a couple hundred gold, but it's not really going to matter. This time the stun's going to land onto Chovy, who does turn into multiple versions of himself. And Faker, yeah, I'm not sure whether I really wanted to take that one. Just one more auto would have been enough. But Chovy not going to be diving the turret because Faker had the stun prepped once again. That could have just been instant death. Really nicely played here, and we can see the power of this Nico. Oh dear.
Potentially in trouble.
Yeah, actually dashing forward. Stand aside going to work out there as well. As now Tidal Wave's going to come down. Oner in position, though, is Delight. In a bunch of trouble. They back away immediately. And Peanut, he's going to be flashing because there's a rock. It's going to land. A disc is going to come through as well to take out the rest of them. There is the kill onto the Jackson. This turret's getting real mad as Doran looking for an opportunity. Chovy's coming down as well. Pop Blossom comes in, but he's going to have to leave. Oh, nice snare to stop Faker from coming around as Doran not going to be hopping over that wall. And in the end, it is a win for T1.
Yeah, definitely a little bit of an overcommitment here. I think Doran committing here very late, as well as Chovy coming over to look for the ult. At that point, the play was definitely missed, but still trying to trade something back. We'll catch those waves, but T1 here getting a lot out of this. Carrier?
Yeah, Carrier Does manage to land that one, but there's the flash. Exactly right. Last auto going to come in, and maybe, just maybe, Doran is going to die for this one. As the Gnar is going to come through. Actually, lands on Ona, bubble over the wall, and they pick up the kill. Oh man, Doran from dying 1v1 in the top lane to making that play happen.
All right, top lane doesn't exist anymore. We're just hanging out here in this committing hard, flashing for supports, and following up with an R there, and then Peanut gets in, and that's going to be GENG after the steal earlier on, getting their second Drake of the game here, sub 12 minutes. Looks like it is. He was able to sit in this lane, get a free back now, while T1 also aren't starting this Herald up. Is pretty nice for GENG. TP committed now. He is going to come over.
Yep, double teleports actually coming through here. Good Narbar for Doran as well as he makes his way in. As FAKER going to be pushed away there. Shape splitter from CHOVY to make sure that there's no one coming up to try and stop him. As they dive on top of Peanut, he is able to buffer the leap to try and get out of the way. And now the Mega Gnar going to come forward. FAKER just waiting in the wings. Gumayusi. Okay, there's the engage. Doran presses his R button, but now going to have to back away because Ona is going to be in here. Pop Blossom to come down. Ona taking a lot of damage. FAKER's already dealt with the Nami though, and Zeus will destroy the Lucian. FAKER standing pretty far forward, but CHOVY not going to be able to find much more than a snare onto a Tibbers, and T1 come alive.
And Zeus again with the play, getting onto the back line, taking the Nami out with FAKER, and then crushing Pays as well. No 80 carry in the fight. Doesn't matter how much damage CHOVY does with his engage, and how...
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
You're the skin guy, and if you don't know, then I don't know.
Yeah, well. CHOVY, that's not the real one.
CHOVY's the real FAKER in this game,
yeah.
I guess. They are starting the Drake, and I mean, you could trade this for half a turret if you're GENG and be very happy. But this is sole point for Cloud, and I mean, Peanut is a Kha'Zix, so he's only done a third of the health bar. Now T1 have cut GENG off on the rotation in.
Well, they're just going to say thank you very much for the leash, I guess. They look to get this one started. FAKER with his stun ready. That is going to be Cloud going to T1. GENG wanting to get them on the rotation. As CHOVY Pop Blossom, he's gonna find them all, and there goes the jungler and Gumayusi. Can't cash in another one. Oh, it's a disaster, and GENG are now going to be able to find this turret. That's why we see them Nico bans all the time.
I mean, I didn't even see that he was over there. I was just focusing on T1's retreat. I wasn't looking at the minimap. I didn't realize he had that flank angle. I was thinking to myself, well, you know,
look, it's actually not too bad, except the melee minion's catching up.
Okay, that's a fake minion. Let's see if CHOVY actually capitalizes. The answer is yes!
Oh, he looks for it, and it just does not work at all. Sometimes you got to work on that spacing, as he's just going to get obliterated.
Wow.
Yeah.
I say he capitalized on it. I'm like, the answer is yes, but the real answer was he tried.
Yeah. And this is actually a test that we saw passed extraordinarily well. In Challenger, sometimes you got to make sure that you get that.
I mean, that's a T1 Baron at 21 minutes.
Yeah. We'll see whether Peanut can get in here because it will be a flip. As there it is, the unstoppable force. They just go right on top of the Gnar, and he is well and truly dead. They're going surfing as well, and I think T1 are kind of happy about it as Carrier takes a lot of damage. And look, Ona isn't very tanky at this point in time, and so tanking the Baron isn't exactly the easiest thing. So no Barons, however, they do manage to get CHOVY for free, and then a follow-up Doran.
There, but decides not. They have so much burst with his Kha'Zix. FAKER does not have Tibbers anymore, but does have his stun prep, so Peanut can't go in on him.
Yeah, and the more, okay. Cullen going to come down, out comes Zeus! Oh my goodness, Pop Blossom's massive into the back line, but I don't know whether it's going to be enough. He's flashing, he's getting the heck out of there, and Gumayusi is saying, no, you don't! The Gnar comes through though, and Gumayusi might be going down. There we go, boulder to the face, and that will do it. And Peanut in the back line.
That bubble!
Going to take down his opposite number, there it is, and the ebb and flow will do it! Doran's now massive, and GENG have somehow, in the end, won this fight. This is what, Wolf,
okay.
Hello?
Well, Delight,
is that Baron?
Delight is a sniper. Supportal combat, shoutouts to Doha on this one.
Yeah.
Gets the kill there in the end. And they have enough sustain, I think, with this Nami here to actually just go ahead and try to take this Baron. No enemy jungler for 5 seconds here. Zeus, I mean, alone without ultimate, he can't do anything. He'd just be walking over to die. I like that he's attempting to get this turret here. Looks like might just barely be successful, in fact, at doing so. So they're going to get something out of this. But T1 narrowly lose the fight. And even though CHOVY's engage didn't have great follow-up right away.
Start off this Drake now is all the way back into it. And Keep your eyes on Zeus. See what this engage is going to look like. Once again, Pop Blossom comes down. T1 secures the Draper Kumiushi. He's just dead. Another unstoppable force, but this time, Pays will stay alive, and the rock will fall. GENG, what? I don't know, man. What an incredible game so
I mean,
far.
a game like this is always going to have so much volatility. You never really know who's going to win a team fight until it happens because it is all burst, it is all engage, and if you don't win that exchange, if you don't burst them down instantly, their counter engage is going to get you. I mean, it's a binary game of League of Legends with both of these compositions. GENG, they didn't shoot first this time around, but the shooting second was good enough.
Was it Greedo? Was he the one?
Greedo wins sometimes in an alternate reality where there's GENG, I guess.
I guess so. Well, now they're going to come out of the base. It is an exposed Nexus as Owner is trying desperately to save it. Doran has one thing on his mind, and it's the 50 gold inside that crystal, and he will take it. GENG.
Obviously against Zeri Ari to get the Gwen in there.
Oh, okay.
Kale is actually legit really good here because you have a free laning phase. You're going to be able to match a lot of that scaling later on in terms of what the Zeri's going to do. But Draven, low-range champion, right? Doesn't scale as well as Zeri because of Zeri's mobility, right? But if suddenly the Draven has Kale ult and actually doesn't care about his low range and he's running at people doing massive damage, if he can close that gap with the...
Oh, man. See what happens here as we hop into game 2. Oh, GENG, they found their voices here as we move on to the Rift for game number 2. Zeus and Doran, will there be red cards doled out? We're not going to see just yet.
I don't think so.
I'm still reeling from Rascal auto-attacking then.
It would actually, I think, even be more BM for a Kale to walk into Scion melee range.
Yeah, true.
I'm like, well, that's actually just messed up. Like, you're not supposed to do that. Yeah, nah.
No, not it.
He's like, I'm just going to stay away from the Scion because if the Scion gets to auto me here at level 1 before the minions go, it's like really good for him, and I don't want to actually stop him for doing that just because of chivalry in the LCK. So it's like weirdly more rude to like tempt fate in that way.
Oh, Chovy gonna find Faker, gives him a barrel, and then Faker gives him some Foxfire.
Yeah, barrel for Foxfire exchange.
I would say
Owner now with that extra prio, as you say, going to come over here and push Peanut off of his red buff. And this is pretty disastrous. Owner, with already starting red here, going cross-map, has the ability to slow this Wukong, so it's not a fight that Peanut can take here. Not even going to get the chance to smite fight.
Yeah, almost gets in there. Tries to get in range to take that one away. The ward, of course, helping out there as Peanut. Now could help out Doran if he's in trouble. As you can see, 50% health bar for both of these top laners.
Yeah, you go red to red here as Owner, man. This is what I'm talking about. You punish the Kale early. Owner is looking for it. Peanut wrapping around the long way.
Okay, let's see whether they can kill Doran before this one happens. Zeus already tanking up the turret. He's going to die first. As Doran, they do manage to take him down. Owner going to get on him as... Oh, man, the Zombie Scion a little bit scary there as Peanut wants to keep himself alive. As teleport to come forward, Doran immediately coming...
Love this red to red from Owner because you know you can win against the Wukong if he doesn't have red buff. You come over here, you steal the red buff away, you get both reds, then you make a play.
Chovy, if he gets charmed, he's dead, and so he's going to flash pretty early on.
So, I mean, now Flash is down here, this Kale down here for T1.
Oh, Peanut waiting in the wings. He's only level 3.
Owner is also here.
Yeah. And there are wards everywhere, littering the map right now, as he will walk into one of them. There's the flash forward. Peanut is going to come out. Let's see whether they can keep Doran alive. He's sprinting away as fast as he can. Zeus might be the one to fall down, though, as Owner has to turn. Alcove Gaming to come through here as Owner taking so much damage. They're just trying to buy space to get him out, but Peanut's going to die, and Doran was baited. It's a T1 victory in the top lane.
I mean, this might just be game ending, to be totally frank. I mean, I'm not even going to sugarcoat this top lane. Owner's got his tent. He's just got his brand new one.
He's going for a journey as well, as you can see.
He's backpacking. Then he's going to pitch the tent when he gets to the summit, which is Doran up here. He's climbing, keeping his footwork.
Well, Doran does have his ultimate. He's going to use it extraordinarily early, and I have a feeling, guys, that it's not going to be enough to keep him alive, as Owner misses the stun. And Doran is still super dead. There he goes. Viego gets himself another kill. Oh, yeah. And Peanut might just be dead. As he, Warrior Trickster, but now that's on cooldown.
He's got 6, so maybe he lives this?
We'll see. There's the Cyclone. Zeus going to get knocked up. Another Cyclone is available as Peanut is able to flash away. And so Zeus staying alive, very tanky.
That will continue to be a problem, and the lead will compound out. Will he get punished?
Yeah, Peanut is here. Owner is just dead.
All right, caster curse.
Look at his flash.
You're welcome.
His flash is a couple of seconds. That is about as perfect timing as you can get.
Back here himself versus a Viego that will still continue to push him off of the map every time they encounter each other. And the real story, the hidden story here, the secret story that the observers aren't showing is that this Draven lane just hasn't accomplished anything, even though it's got that extra million.
Because that is still a story of this game. Great Charm is going to connect. There is Chovy in trouble. Spirit Rush going to be invested. The flash has to come through. And Chovy, can he stay alive? Faker is still, he's still going to die. And it's a 1-for-1 in the mid lane. But I think if you're Faker, you're the one typing Worth.
Yeah.
He's doing the classic Scion maneuver.
That's what I like to call the Draven Stacks robbing maneuver. He's an attempt to steal those away.
Oh, there's the ulti from Gumayusi. Faye's just trying to get himself out of here. He's going to be able to do so as the train
left the station. Here we go.
Around the corner. All right. Delight not going to go for any block or anything like that. As Faye's just barely.
He flashes forward.
He flashes forward, and that is going to be Zeus grabbing the kill. Peanut looking to try and get in here as Zeus with his pet cat are in position, and Peanut's just going to try and get out. Delight and Chovy might just be dead as well, as it's a great stun from Owner. Heartbreaker comes out. Chovy is going to find a decent barrel, survives for a long time, but Zeus is going to line it up yet again. The Melio gets a kill somewhere, somehow, and Peanut's flashing away. He will survive, but I don't know whether Delight is going to be so lucky. There are bad guys everywhere, and this Melio is not on an adventure that he really chose.
So sometimes the robbers rob the train, sometimes the train robs the robbers.
Yeah. Okay, we're going to stop some backs there with the Whirling Death for Gen G. They do have, I mean, we can talk about scaling until the cows come home as Owner. Not going to get body slammed, but there's the Everfrost. The cast comes down straight into the Cyclone as Whirling Death. Not going to find too much as Peanut looking to try and get the knockups onto Gumayusi, but the Whirling Death not going to come back in time. And now Faker, he turns up, and Peanut is so dead. That's another kill to Gumayusi. 2-0 and 2 now for the Zeri. And it might just turn into another Zeri situation. We've seen a few of those.
A few of those. You know, last got level 11. Woo! Yeah! That's 2/3 of the way there, Atlas.
Yeah, so
we haven't watched Doran in a while.
Bottom body slam, and Owner is dead. Okay, that's a decent start here for Gen G, and they'll move everyone over and grab a Drake. Doran's also top lane. He'll get a solo turret. And Faker's here. Gumayushi's in the mid lane. I'm just saying the things that I'm seeing on the screen. Not a lot.
Side, right? He's getting some money.
There we go.
He's got a leeching leer now.
Faker? Some rifts in the end as Charm is going to connect onto Chovy as there's the cast.
Oh, the ult!
Yeah, it's going to get him halfway through the Spirit Rush, which is why Chovy's ult looked a little bit silly. Say that I'm going to try and be better in future.
Good. All right. Now that we got that out of the way, Chovy's looking for it this time.
There's that body slam we were talking about. Everfrost is going to connect another cast. Whirling Death, not going to land.
And Faker is just like, he's just slipping away, man. Well, this time Chovy gets the body slam off, but nor was it into a comp like this. So, you know, I think Guma's going to have a lot more agency. Now, will he get 15 kills? I don't know if the game goes that long.
Will he get 520 CS?
I don't think so.
Maybe not.
I don't think so.
But maybe. We just have to see as well. Oh, okay. In goes Chovy. He's going to get charmed in the end. I have a feeling he's going to go down. He's trying to get out of here for Gumayusi. He's getting another kill. Shirley going to be charging forward as well as Doran just trying to get out as best he can. The turret would like to do the same thing but doesn't have the same level of mobility as now Peanut. Caught in the wrong place. Okay, manages the cute little flash over the wall. That should save him, but it's not going to save the game as a whole, ladies and gentlemen.
I mean, Faker just seems to have onto Zeus, maybe some gold picked up.
All right, let's see
Question mark?
This can be given to Pays as Zeus. All right, let's see what he can do here. Teleport to come forward. Whirling Death is going to go entirely wide. And now, Gen G's trap is going to get sprung. Pays in trouble. He gets the Divine Intervention, but it is not going to do anything at all. Ulti comes through from Delight, but now it's all of these cooldowns. Cyclone's going to come in. Gumayusi, he gets himself over the wall. Gen G trying to get out of there. The stand aside is fantastic, but it's not fantastic enough to stop the onslaught of just how broken Zeri is.
You ain't gonna kill that Zeri, not a chance, never gonna kill that Zeri, ain't gonna happen. The Whirling Death misses, there's no cash in here for FaZe, and I think that is really probably the final nail in the coffin. I think we could actually finally say it is, this one is well and truly over. FaZe, no legs to stand on in this game. Gale Force on the Draven. That's where we're at right now. Finish the Gale Force here, and we're just having a sad
time to use. You count a few of them, and then Gumayusi takes over, and he absolutely did that. Fantastic to see here for T1 as they now push towards some of these inhibitors.
I think Flash is too strong in this game.
We've nerfed that one before, as Charm is going to connect onto CHOVY. It is just magnetized to this man. As Peanut is in trouble, he has to break his stopwatch. Doran trying to get set up there. Zeus just barely misses out on the Q. But T1 still will break through that inhibitor turret. They'll take down the inhib as well. And now Ona getting to work on this mid lane that he'd already set up for them. So 2 inhibitors on this Baron push. And they've still got a minute and a half remaining.
Yeah. I mean, it has been Gen.G trying their best to stem the bleeding and can hit that 16. It's just still not here, right? And by the time it is, you have no legs to stand, you have no inhibitors to stand on. And I mean, right now I'm kind of struggling with the POG because Owner absolutely crushed the early game and eliminated Doran from the Rift. He just disappeared after that. But FAKER has had an amazing game. His laning has been fantastic. His charms have been good. I don't know if the game is defined by...
Farm 2 lanes at once. I think this was all part of the game plan from the beginning.
Any clocks in the chat?
Oh yeah, well, CHOVY's going to go for an engagement. He immediately gets charmed, and that is going to be that. The turret falls down as well. And without any sort of front line to speak of, there is nothing Gen.G can do about this. Doran trying to get some autos in, and you mentioned the level 16. Well, the relevance just does not really exist. The last inhibitor will go down.
He's scaling! He got his 3rd item!
Oh no. Well, Gen.G just going to try and defend these Nexus turrets, but otherwise I think they're going to think about what they're going to do with the blue side in game number 3. Because I have a feeling this is all just a matter of T1 moving towards these Nexus turrets and finding their opportunity. The charm is just gorgeous! Delight going to be able to flash away as Doran going to press his R button trying to stay alive, but Zeus just ignores the Kale entirely. Peanut will turn up again, and there is a Nexus here to defend at least. CHOVY, he'll turn up as well. And will they be able to actually stave them off? There is going to be Zeus falling down. To kill for Doran, his 2nd of the game somehow, as the Zombie Scion's going to buy some space. And I have a feeling that is going to be the end of the Nexus as they're trying to get these autos in there, and there it is. That will take it down. Couple of kills for Gumayusi in the end.
Carrier with the detach, you know, for a little bit of action.
And putting Zeus on Gragas is something that no one's surprised about, right? Around when he was debuting, of course, his first game was on the Gnar, but his next one was on the Gragas, and he looked absolutely amazing on that one. And
Gragas has just been so good into Jax. Like, at the beginning, it was a pretty neutral matchup. We saw it go both ways, but as Gragas...
T1, very, very strong. Let's hop into the Rift and see how it's going to go. I really love that Draven skin. I think it's really, really cool. It's like Chainsaw Man and Borderlands all at the same time.
Yeah.
I'm really about it.
I am currently playing through Resident Evil 4, so lots of chainsaws in my life. Remake is very, very fun.
Nice.
Yeah, and as you say, the hook is not going to hit anything, but he checks, you know, you never... But I think that it's really on FaZe once again to prove that his positioning, his team fights, his ability to carry is why he was picked up to replace Ruler and is trying to live up to Ruler's name. Double 2.
We'll zoom in. There's the flash forward. The hook goes wide. As Delight takes a lot of damage. Gumayusi, though, also struggling here as FaZe is at full health. And unfortunately, missing that hook. Kind of devastating here for the T1 bottom lane.
Yeah, really. And a bit uncharacteristic here from Carrier. Has the rocket punch first, but fortunately not able to get the grab.
Oh, okay. FaZe is now ghosting. They're looking for Carrier, and he doesn't have his flash anymore. Should be free food here for Gen.G. And is it already a Zeri moment at 2.5 minutes, Wolf.
I mean, it's a little early, but when your win condition here is trying to lock this Zeri down, it does feel painful. Doran.
All right, Doran also struggling just a little as there's the stun, there's the body slam flash, and Doran should be going down here, tries to get the boop onto Ona, but it's not going to be enough damage, and that is the second kill of the game. The leaf strike was on cooldown as Peanut going to move his way in. Zeus completely out of mana, no flash, remember, as the Bramble Smash does pull him back. And he's going to be slowed for days. That should be the kill onto the Gragas, although he's relatively tanky. There it goes. And Peanut able to get that one tanked up as Doran tanks that turret shot as well. Carrier moving on in here. We'll be able to get yet another one. Let's see how well he does this time. This time the flash has to be used to get Delight to safety, but he is going to be all right this time as well.
Carrier is just going to try to Rift Herald fight if you can have that prio. These are the things that T1 want to be having with this Draven pick, but they're behind. Doran?
Yeah.
I don't know about this.
I'm not sure about that. He's just dead. I don't know. I don't even know what the thought was. There's the flash hook. Stand aside, Delight. You are going down. That is Gumyushi grabbing a cash in pretty early on, and all of a sudden, everything comes up T1.
I feel like Doran got the hype of that play on the bottom side a little bit with the play on the top side that happened right before it. As it could get worse. It could be worse.
It could be worse, Wolf, and it's happening right now. Although H's grasp coming in exactly. Is Zeri broken enough? He's flashing forward, looking for even more. Carrier's very dead, and Pay's now looking for an opportunity. Ona does move out of the way of the extendo beam.
Okay, well, it gets better here for GENG as they're now able to secure this Drake off of that pick because it looked really disastrous for them moments before. It's still not great. Well, they're going to be able to take this first dragon of the game, and this is why you take Ghost over Cleanse so that Pays can chase these kills down with these delayed engages. Peanut is there. It's level 6, and that is going to be...
Pays will be able to clear out this wave yet again, and they might be able to get even more plates.
Yeah, and this is the angle here now for T1 to just give Gragas all the plate money, as Doran just cannot defend this alone, and they know that Peanut is bottom side. Oh, no way! No way!
Yeah, stand aside does come in. Faker's going to come down as well. That is a guaranteed kill, and Pays nowhere to go.
Doran is also so toast.
Oh, yes. He is largely dead, although there's the Heartbreaker. He tries to get him. It was an honest-to-goodness effort there, but it did not work out, and T1 really starting to pick up the pace now that we do like to mold over.
No way, man.
Another hook going to connect. That's a dead Milio, and that is another kill for Gumyushi. 3-0-0. The opposite.
He gets a third hook pick here. 3 kills for Guma. Herald is now going to get dropped in mid, so they're going to spread the gold now across all 3 lanes. Faker going to be the recipient here. So much money in CHOVY. No stun prepped. Carrier, he's got flash.
Yeah, looking for the opportunity as Doran once again very close to just being dead.
I mean, this is one of the
because it's really getting frightening now as GENG gonna throw out the ultimate.
CHOVY needs a big stun here.
Length as he's looking to try and pick this one up. There is the stun. It's not big enough though as in goes Doran. He actually does a decent work, but the dragon is stolen by the Draven. Somehow the Viego has died and Pays was the one that picks up the kills. Now they're setting up yet another one. Zeus goes golden. Faker looks for the charm. Doesn't quite get it on the priority target though as Pays taking matters into his own hands, and Gumyushi has no one to stand behind. Somehow GENG win the fight. Now
I know a lot of people are going, well, is Zeri just strong enough to make this a winnable game for GENG? And the answer is maybe.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I think GENG know that they kind of do want to actually go for a play. Given the fact that Faker is given all of this time, it's on them to make sure that they get the cross-map trade. But Gumyushi's going to take mid out of turret as well. Hook is going to connect. They just blow up the Annie before she can even tibbers.
And there's the TP from Faker.
Yeah, congratulations, Peanut. You'll get a Rift Herald, but I don't know whether that's going to be worth it as Pays still at full health. Okay, never mind. Maybe there is going to be one of these Zeri angles that we keep hearing about.
I don't know about it this time.
Doran could also be dead. There's the flash. Carrier looking for him. Wants that opportunity. Avoids the hook. Avoids the charm. Okay.
1v5? No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
I don't think so, Pays.
I mean, she'd be strong, but is she that...
And, I mean, the last fight where it actually happened. Oh, boy.
All right. Well, Peanut loses the mind games there as Faker is going to charm him. That should be... Okay, never mind. It's not. He's not going to die.
Pays is
the one that did it. Okay, Pays going to try and get this work done as Ona Is he going to be able to do it? No, he's just going to
CHOVY?
CHOVY dives forward.
What?
Oh my god! No one can stop Zeri. She's got a triple kill.
All right, look, I was the one who said, guys, I'm kind of sick of the Zeri all the time memes. Like, you know, the champion is pretty strong, but I'm kind of sick of hearing about why she's broken and stuff. And guys, I think we're going a little bit too far. You know, there are weaknesses.
Not far enough.
No, I think we did not go far enough. This is actually absurd. This is a CHOVY play, by the way, but the fact that FaZe has so much mobility that he can actually chase this one down is actually killing me. Like, I can't believe what I'm watching right now.
I mean,
That was a little bit crazy to me. And now, stay back under the turret and farm it out. Sit back, farm it out, get that Titanic Hydra. That's what you're looking to do. Third item ready here for Guma. Collector's set.
Oh, they're going to find Zeus. Everfrost going to be used there as he had to get out of that extendo beam, but he's still going to die, I think. That is going to be the bomber. Is that enough to keep them alive as Doran? He goes golden. He's so far ahead. CHOVY throws the bear on top of FAKER, and that is going to keep Doran alive.
I mean, I cannot believe Zeus lived here as well, but so many flashes now on cooldown. Carria's down. FAKER's not back up yet. Zeus losing his, so that's a big tool. And, I mean, you're looking at flashes across the board here for the carries of GENG. Now they can start to move up in here and contest this Baron. I think this is very optimistic from T1 now. No Tibbers here. This is critical.
Well, Tibbers is a ward, kind of, at this point in time. Is going to fall down, gives them full information about what's happening to this Baron as FAKER moves up into flanking position. CHOVY is spotting him out.
CHOVY's
T1 are going to back away.
He's about to have his flash back up, even though he doesn't have Tibbers. Could just try to look for a flash stun. And while T1 look for it far away from the fight, can't offer any damage. And when you have to respect that anti-engage and the Jax follow-up, even though Jax has no items, Doran will still press Counter-Strike on top of...
On the pressure. See if they do manage to be able to find any of it here as CHOVY Molten Shields himself. They're looking for the angle, carry off to the side, but there is the bear. The hook is going to be blocked by Doran somehow. And now FaZe untouched in this fight. Ona goes golden. It's the whirling death to connect onto the Jax, but that is not the main part of this story. It's FAKER is just going to get dashed on. The flash comes forward and FaZe.
It's Baron time. Guma is still full health here, but I mean, it's hard to get over here and contest this now. A fake
Sapling's so powerful in these moments to make sure that you can claw that vision back. They do move down. This Drake going to be started. GENG. They do have to light over the wall.
CHOVY.
It's not necessarily a flanking Melio. It's not really a thing.
That ward is huge. Spots out CHOVY. Carria does not find a hook on him. That would have been massive.
All right, Doran threatening the counter-strike. Here it is, just to guarantee the Drake. That is Hextech Soul, and the Nature's Grasp also doing a fair bit of work. Doran going down extraordinarily low, but FaZe, he's the main character of this one. It's a hook. It's going to connect onto FaZe somehow, but he stays alive. It's not enough. He flashes. It's a Quadra. It could be the pentakill because of course.
Give it to him.
Oh, there it is. The pentakill for FaZe. Nerf Zeri, but man, this guy is good.
7,000 damage in the fight, and T1 looked so indecisive in that moment, walking towards the Drake. The ult comes out from Peanut to zone him away. They don't fully evacuate. They know they can't give away the soul, but the ultimate connects basically to the entire team. Peanut just presses R, and GENG win the game. It's a penta for FaZe, 11 kills. The comeback is real, and GENG are going to steal away this series. Doran, 0-5-8, doesn't even matter. Well, he's going to get one more.
He's not, because it's carry. Doesn't do a lot of damage. That is going to be the Nexus falling. Some cheeky grins on